Welcome Hoops Hive family, you're going to love today's video. But first, if you're new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. In today's video, we are going to look at what many believe would be the just about perfect Team USA basketball roster that we could send to Paris for the 2024 Olympics. Sadly, we are starting to realize the reality that USA basketball's supremacy on the world stage is under threat, and it has been for a few years now. While the Americans have claimed gold in men's basketball during the last 4 Olympic runs since a disastrous bronze finish in 2004, another dubious effort at the FIBA World Cup this summer highlighted just how tenuous the United States' gasp on the top podium spot really is. The US sent a team full of quality NBA players to the World Cup this year and still finished in 4th place with a 5-3 record. The 2019 team at the World Cup was even worse, finishing in 7th place. The World Cup typically gets the B team from the US filled mostly with young players, but there's still an easy case to make that Team USA had the most talented roster in the field top to bottom in its last 2 tries and still couldn't medal. The problems with the program run deeper than just top-line talent. FIBA play has different rules with no 3 in the key, a smaller court, and a shorter 3-point line. While slower-footed big men struggle to survive in today's NBA, they often thrive in FIBA with less space to cover and the ability to plant themselves in the paint. Following USA Basketball's recent disappointment in the World Cup, there was a report that LeBron James is interested in joining the 2024 team at the Paris Olympics for one last ride with the program. James is reportedly recruiting the top stars, including Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, and more. The biggest question facing the Americans in 2024 is a recruitment battle with France over Joel Embiid, the reigning MVP who could pick either country to compete for as a native of Cameroon. Even if USA Basketball does put together its top roster for the 2024 Olympics, it's possible it won't have the best player on the floor deep into the tournament. Nikola Jokic could play for Serbia, Giannis Antetokounmpo could play for Greece, Luka Doncic could play for Slovenia, and Embiid may end up choosing France. With the Paris Olympics set to start on July 26, 2024, here at Hoops Hive, we tried to determine the best possible roster USA Basketball could put together. Here's our initial 12-man group, beginning with the starting 5. The starting lineup would look like this: Steph Curry from the Golden State Warriors. For my money, Curry is the top American player in the game right now entering the 2023 to 2024 season. He'd obviously give Team USA the greatest shooter of all time, and someone whose constant movement off the ball would open up space for everyone else. Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics. Tatum is arguably the top American player who will still be in their 20s during the Paris Olympics. He was a key member of the gold medal team in Tokyo in 2021. He'd give Team USA a big wing who can space the floor as a shooter, defend multiple positions, and offer fantastic one-on-one scoring ability. Kevin Durant from the Phoenix Suns. Durant was the MVP for the Americans during the Tokyo Olympics. He's a supersized wing scorer who can play on or off the ball with a sweet shot and deep range. He's also a long defender who can still compete at that end of the court in his golden years. LeBron James from the Los Angeles Lakers. If LeBron is playing for Team USA in the Olympics, he's definitely starting. James will be 39 years old when the Olympics begin, but he can still be a bulldozer driving to the lane, a high IQ defender, and a tremendous passer. Joel Embiid from the Philadelphia 76ers. Getting Embiid is the biggest key for Team USA. He would thrive in FIBA play as a massive center who could put a lid on the rim defensively and score in bunches in the mid-range area. Now that is a starting 5 that I would put my money on to win gold. But to be the best, you're going to need some bench players who can ball as well. Let's look at the bench players. Devin Booker from the Phoenix Suns. Booker is an ultra-talented scorer who was a big part of the gold medal team in Tokyo and keeps getting better. Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat. Butler is the type of player you want to go into battle with. He's a lockdown defender, strong driver, and just a complete all-around player. He won a gold with Team USA in 2016 in Brazil. Anthony Davis from the Los Angeles Lakers. Davis might not exactly be a FIBA center, but there's no doubt Davis is arguably the top American big if they can't land Embiid. AD's length and shot blocking would be huge defensively. He last played for Team USA in 2012. Bam Adebayo from the Miami Heat. Getting Adebayo on board again is also key after he anchored the American defense in Tokyo. He's one of the top defensive bigs in the world with an elite combination of strength and mobility, and he'd also bring playmaking offensively. Mikal Bridges from the Brooklyn Nets. Bridges felt like the best player on the 2023 World Cup team. He's a stud perimeter defender with the length to smother anyone, and he's a great floor spacer with his shooting ability. Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers. Team USA needs a backup point guard. I'm giving Halliburton that spot over Damian Lillard, Jalen Brunson, and others because he has the best mix of size, shooting, and playmaking. Team USA was a joy to watch with Halliburton leading the break in the open floor. I'm just not sure if age 34 Lillard will give the team enough defensively. Zion Williamson from the New Orleans Pelicans. Here's my wild card pick. Williamson hasn't played much basketball recently, but if he can stay healthy this season, yes, that's a big if. He'd give Team USA a super powerful interior scorer and transition threat that would do well in FIBA. Obviously, this would be an extremely old group compared to most of the recent USA basketball rosters at the Olympics. James would be 39 years old, Curry would be 36, Durant would be 35, and Butler would be on the brink of turning 35. Curry has never played in the Olympics before. He did win gold twice with USA Basketball at the World Championships before it was renamed the World Cup. Durant could be ready to call it quits on his international career. Davis hasn't played in the Olympics in a decade. We have already talked about Embiid's recruitment. It seems very unlikely that Team USA will actually land all these players. But if they did, oh, how sweet it would be. I can hear the chants now after winning gold. USA, USA, USA! Thanks for joining us today. Please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the Hoops Hive channel so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Also, please leave a comment below telling us who you would want as the starting five in the 2024 Olympics in Paris. Until next time, take care.